My name is Sokdeth. I'm 12 years old and I'm a student studying at the Angkor Intellectual Academy, Sokdeth campus. Today I'm going to talk about the most important habit in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens by Sean Covey, and that is Habit 7, Sharpen the Saw. And I'm also going to be talking about how I choose to renew myself. So, as I have said, Habit 7 is the most important habit of all the 7 habits. Not to say that the other 6 habits, habit 1 through 6, are not important, but just saying if you master habits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but you don't know how to master habit 7, then those 6 habits don't have any use. In this specific context, sharpen the saw, it doesn't mean like sharpening an actual saw, like the saw you use to cut wood, but instead to master all your habits, to renew yourself, to learn new skills, to keep improving. There's this famous Japanese practice, I believe it's called Kaizen. It teaches you to improve every day, every time, every moment. Life isn't just about, well, let's just take school. School life isn't just about school studying, textbooks, just not textbooks only, notebooks only, this presentation, the slides only. It's also about the tiny things along the way that help you become what you are today. You keep improving onward, and that's how you become your better version. So habit 7 is about taking care of yourself so you don't get burned out, so you don't downgrade. You may start here at the very bottom, go all the way up here, but if you don't have habit 7, say you're here, habits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and if you add a habit 7, you go on all the way after that. But if you're here, you're stuck at habit 6, and you don't have habit 7, you're just gonna go downgrade all the way over here, back at habit 1, or maybe having no good habits anymore. So as I was saying about sharpening the saw, just like an actual saw, a physical saw used to cut wood, just like a saw needs sharpening to work better, we also need time to recharge, need time to sharpen our mind, our self, our spiritual self, our mental self. Well, let's get into that. Those are called the 4 dimensions of life, like just the 4 different dimensions of life that you can apply. And the first one is our physical dimension, our body, how we choose to treat our body, our physical health, how much exercise we do, what we eat, etc. Second one is our mental health, the mental dimension. This is about here, our brain, how we choose to study, how we choose to improve learning new skills by reading books, etc. The third one is our emotional dimension, how we choose to deal with stress, anxiety, pressure, especially peer pressure. Most teens these days, they have a lot of peer pressure on them. So how we choose to deal with stress, emotions, especially negative feelings, that's our emotional dimension. And fourth and finally, our spiritual dimension. You can improve it by meditating, praying, or just doing things that benefit your spirit, your spiritual self. It's not physical, it's not mental, it's your spiritual self. Now, for how I choose to renew myself, for me, renewing myself, as I talked about the 4 dimensions earlier, it starts with my physical body, my body from head to toe. I would try to get enough sleep, eat better, stay active. Even simple things like walking or stretching helps. The second, for my mental dimension, the mental dimension, I choose to renew my mind by taking breaks from my phone and focusing on schoolwork or just reading. Like if you read a book, any book, like even if it's your textbook you study or just any books that you choose to read, comics, just appropriate books for your age. I like to read books about famous people and also legends and histories about our country. Also, you could give your brain a rest. Every day you could add me time to your schedule where you're not doing anything. Just you and yourself. You're not with anyone, you're not with anything, not with your phone, not with your friends, not reading, but just you and yourself. Now, for my third dimension, my emotional dimension, I would like to spend time with people who makes me feel supported, makes me feel understood, people who respect boundaries, respect my goals helps me in succeeding, like my family and my teachers. Talking about my feelings helps me feel lighter and more confident. Now, spiritually and for the last dimension, I want to take quiet time to think, to meditate, reflect, or just listen to music and relax. It helps me stay calm and remember what really matters to me. In closing, I just want to say Habit 7 reminds us that self-care isn't selfish, it's necessary. You don't love someone like your family. Yeah, you can love them, but don't love others till you forget about yourself. When you take care of yourself, you become more positive, productive, ready to handle challenges and tackle those challenges in life with efficiency. And that's also how I choose to renew myself. Thank you everyone for listening.